Hello everyone. Now we will discuss gel electrophoresis. So gel electrophoresis is a form of zone electrophoresis that uses gel as a support medium to maintain stable pH value in the solution buffer. It also serves as a separation matrix. Separation is brought about through molecular sieving technique based on the molecular size of the substance. Gel electrophoresis is one of the most used type of electrophoresis in research and routine diagnosis due to its ease of use and their versatility. It can be adapted to separate a variety of biomolecules by changing the type of polymer used to cast the gel and adjusting the composition of the polymer, altering the pore size of the gel. Different types of gels which can be used are agar and agarose gel, starch, polyacrylamide gel. Agarose gel electrophoresis. So agarose gel electrophoresis is a technique used to separate nucleic acids primarily by size. Agarose is a natural linear polysaccharide made of galactose and 3,6-anhydrous galactose chain extracted from agar, isolated from seaweeds. To cast agarose gel, the agarose powder is dissolved in a relevant solution buffer, then heated and allow them to cool to room temperature. Agarose gel is commonly used at 0.8% to 5% to separate DNA and RNA molecules, according to book Wilson and Walker 2010. So this is the casting tray. First we pour agarose gel solution into the glass plate, then wait to solidify. After, a comb is pushed down into the gel to form wells, and then we will wait to solidify. Next, DNA segment is loaded into the wells with a micro pipette. We also used some dyes with DNA sample before using the sample into the wells. After that, DNA fragment move through we pass the electric current, and then we see DNA fragment move through gel toward the positive electrodes. So agarose can be used in combination with SGS to separate high molecular weight protein, which can be problematic when separated using SGS page. Applications of agarose gel electrophoresis. So estimation of the size of DNA molecules and analysis of PCR product, for example, in molecular genetic diagnosis or DNA fingerprinting and other PCR products. Separation of restricted genomic DNA prior to southern analysis or of RNA prior to northern analysis. The agarose gel electrophoresis is widely employed to estimate the size of DNA fragments after digesting with restriction enzymes. For example, in restriction mapping of cloned DNA. In addition to providing an excellent medium for fragment size analysis, agarose gel allow purification of DNA fragment. For most application, only a single component agarose is needed and no polymerization catalyst are required. This is the picture of agarose gel. These A, B, C are samples and this is a marker. We can identify our desired DNA segment through this marker. Next is polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. So electrophoresis in acrylamide gel is frequently referred to as PAGE. Cross-linked polyacrylamide gel are formed from the polymerization of acrylamide monomer in the presence of a small amount of N,N-methylene bisacrylamide, also known as bisacrylamide. Bisacrylamide is essentially two acrylamide molecule linked by a methane group and is used as a cross-link agent, as you can see here in this structural diagram. The pore size of polyacrylamide gel is determined by the concentration of acrylamide. The polymerization reaction is catalyzed by ammonium persulfate and N-tetra-methylene diamine, which is known as TEMED. Generally, a low percentage of acrylamide gel, 3 to 15%, is used to separate DNA and proteins. A higher percentage of acrylamide gel, 10 to 20%, is commonly used in sodium dodecyl sulfate SGS polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis, SGS in SGS PAGE. Generally, we also use up to 30%, but according to Chung et al., 10 to 20% is generally used in SGS PAGE. So SGS PAGE, there are two types of polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. Generally, two are main, but there are many more. One is SGS PAGE, SGS PAGE, and second is native PAGE. And there are other also gradient PAGE and some others. But SGS PAGE and native PAGE are two main electrophoresis techniques in which uses polyacrylamide gel. Generally, in laboratories, we use these two techniques. So first we will discuss SGS PAGE. SGS PAGE is most widely used method for analyzing protein mixture quantitatively. The method is based on the separation of protein according to size. It can also be used to determine the relative molecular mass of proteins. The sample to be run on SGS PAGE are first boiled for 5 minutes in sample buffer containing beta-mercaptophenol and SGS. SGS has negative charge. On average, one SGS molecule binds for every 2 amino acid residues. The technique is based upon the principle that a charged molecule will migrate in an electric field towards an electrode with opposite sign. The sample buffer contains an ionizable tracking dye, usually bromophenol blue, that allow the electrophoretic run to be monitored. So what are the steps in SGS PAGE? This is my SGS PAGE is one of the one of my favorite technique, and I spend a very high price to learn this technique. So let's discuss SGS steps in SGS page. First step is sample preparation. So first boil some water in a beaker, add 2 mercaptoethanol to the sample buffer, then place the buffer solution in micro centrifuge tube and add protein sample to it. Boil the sample for less than 5 minutes to completely denature of the protein. Second step is gel preparation. All the reagents are combined except timid for preparation of gel. When the gel is ready to be poured, add timid. The separating gel is poured in the casting chamber. These are the there are 2 plates, casting chamber. The separation gel is poured in the casting chamber. Add butanol before polymerization to remove the unwanted air bubbles present. The comb is inserted in the spaces between the glass plate. The polymerized gel is known as the gel cassette. Then we load the sample, and after loading the sample, we start the electrophoresis. So the gel cassette is removed from the casting stand and placed in the electrolyte assembly. The electrolyte assembly is fixed in the clamp stand. 1x electrophoresis buffer is poured in the opening of the casting frame to fill the wells of the gel. First, we prepare the electrophoresis buffer before starting these steps. So next is pipette 30 ml of denature sample in the well. These well can bear up to 30 ml. The tank is then covered with a lid and the unit is connected to a power supply. The sample is allowed to run at 30 milliampere for about 1 hour. The bands are then seen under UV light. So this type of bands we can see after running the SGS page. Application. This is also a picture of SGS page. This is not clear, but this is the gel picture of SGS page, and this is marker, and these are the sample. So with the help of marker, we can identify our protein which we want to elute or which kind of protein we are expected. So after so application of SGS page, it is used to measure the molecular weight of the molecules and used in peptide mapping. It is used in estimation of protein size, determination of protein subunit or aggregation structures, estimation of protein purity. We can quantify the protein, staining of protein in gel with Comesi G250 without organic solvent and acetic acid. It is used in Western blotting and protein ubiquitination. Disadvantages. of SGS page. Generally more difficult to prepare and handle. Gel are tedious to prepare and often leak, involving a longer time for preparation than agarose gel electrophoresis. Generally, the SGS page required a lot of time. First, you have prepared the stacking gel, electrophoretic buffer, separation gel. There are a lot of, you have to adjust the pH of each buffer. So these all these things required a lot of time. And in comparison of agarose gel, and agarose gel electrophoresis is matlab quick and easy method in comparison of SGS page. Second is native page. In native page, polyacrylamide gels are again used, normally a 7.5% gel, but the SGS is absent. In native page, we do not use SGS because SGS is a detergent, and if one is aiming to detect a particular protein, for example enzyme, on the basis of its biological activity, then the native page is the right option. Because if you use SGS page, it will denature that protein or enzyme, so you will not able to get the exact result whatever you are expecting. Native page uses non-denatured gels and separates protein based on their size, charge, and the shape. Proteins separate according to their different electrophoretic mobilities and the sieving effects on the gel. The proteins are not damaged in the process and can be recovered after the completion of separation. So this is the advantage of native page. Similarities between SGS page and native page. Both SGS page and native page systems use polyacrylamide gel as the matrix of the gel. Both use polyacrylamide gels. Both are used for separation and identification of proteins. Both use electrophoretic mobility to separate the compounds. The visualization of the gel can be done by staining method in both techniques. In both techniques, we stain first. After the process, we stain the gel, and after the staining, we de-stain the gel so that we can easily identify the bands of the proteins. So it requires a lot of time. So what are the differences between SGS page and native page? SGS page or sodium dodecyl sulfate SGS page or sodium dodecyl sulfate page separate protein based on their molecular weight, and it uses a denaturating gel, whereas native page uses non-denaturating gels and separate proteins based on their size, charge, and the shape. SGS page, a denaturating gel is used in SGS page, a non-denaturating gel is used in the native page. SGS is present as a detergent to impart a negative charge on the sample in SGS page. SGS is not present in the native page. The protein are not stable in SGS page, hence it cannot be recovered. The protein are stable in native page and can be recovered later. Here two gel pictures of one is SGS page and another is native page. As you can see, SGS page, each protein runs separately when stained. In native page, complex run together when stained. There is a complex of protein. So there is an advantage in SGS page. It can separate different kinds of protein. In native page, higher bands corresponding to the complex. So proteins are available in bunch or in a complex. These are few differences in SGS page and native page. These two important reference. One is this book is very important if you are learning techniques like electrophoresis, spectrometry, chromatography. The book I want to suggest is Wilson and Walker. Thank you. I hope you like the video.